be that. Today we're going to be continuing on with our Pokemon Emerald Randomizer stream. So if someone in chat could just let me know that they can hear me, hear the game sounds as well. They should have just started. And then we can get going. All good. Right, okay, so we're continuing on with our Pokemon Emerald stream. As you can see, there's been a couple of changes to the layout since the end of the last stream. We still got the timer at the bottom, which will start when we actually start the run. And we still got our resets counter that's moved up to the top. We've now got our new legendaries counter, so we're just counting how many legendaries we get throughout the game. And we've got our runs lost to Lastiana, so that's that trainer just before we get into Petalburg, who we, as you can see, have lost 5 out of our 12 runs to. So for anyone who doesn't know what we are doing today, we are doing a solo randomised Nuzlocke, as it says in the title of the stream. What that means is that each time we get into a battle, our Pokemon will randomise. So we'll start off our first battle with whichever of the starters we pick. It doesn't really matter which one we pick, because we'll only have them for one battle. We'll only have them until we have defeated this Zigzagoon. So once Professor Birch has run around in circles, we'll go to the bag and we'll pick one of the starters. We'll start with Torchic. Again, as I said, doesn't matter. We'll only have Torchic for this one battle. And then the next battle after this that we get into, we will have any random Pokemon from Generation 1 to Generation 3. It could be a Legendary, as you can see, we've already had 2 Legendaries. It could be a Mudkip, it could be a Wynaut, it could be a Skiploom, all Pokemon that we've had. Actually, we haven't had a... did I say Mudkip? I meant Magikarp then. I haven't had Magikarp yet, but we have had most of our runs have lost to Pokemon not having moves that can attack. Whether that is, we had a Wynaut in our best ever run number 3, we had a Wynaut that couldn't attack at all. But we've also had instances where we've had, say, a Ghost type Pokemon or a Pokemon with only Ghost type moves against a normal type Pokemon. So we haven't been able to attack, and we have fainted either from the opposing Pokemon being able to attack and taking us out, or we've had to struggle in order to advance the battle, and they've had multiple Pokemon or whatever, and not... I didn't mean that. Back? No, that's the wrong one. Back. Okay. We've had to struggle, they've had multiple Pokemon, whatever, and we have fainted. So that's the general premise. The goal is to... The overall goal is to defeat all 8 gym leaders and defeat the Elite Four. As you can see, we've had 12 resets. That's why I've named my Torchic 13, because this is run number 13. So each run I'll be naming the Pokemon after the run we are on. So as you can see, as you've already seen, if we look in our Pokemon now, we have a Torchic called 13. It's our only Pokemon. And you've already seen that battle. That's the battle we had against the Zigzagoon. But if we go into this long grass here, we have a little walk around and get a random encounter at some point. Get a random encounter here. We'll be facing up against a Poochyena, and we will have something different. So we have a Pinsir this time. So we have Vice Grip and we have Focus Energy. Hopefully Vice Grip does damage. Oh, it does a lot of damage. So that's the premise of the run. At the start of every single battle, our Pokemon will randomise into something random. As you can see, the level will remain the same. So we're currently level 5, so whatever Pokemon we randomise into will be level 5, once we levels, etc. And the HP, currently we have full HP. Mew, that is a new legendary. Very good start to this run, as long as it... Oh, good, it can actually attack. So we'll just have a quick edit there, and we'll have legendaries is now up to 3. So that's good. Save, hopefully. Yeah, legendaries up to 3. So the HP at the moment, as you can see, we've got full HP, but now we have got just under full HP. So the HP doesn't remain the same for every battle. We won't always have 23 HP if we go into the next one, but we will have the same percentage of HP. So we've currently got 23 out of 25 HP. Once we get into our next battle, whatever we have, very unlikely it will have a max HP of 25. We'll just have the same sort of ratio to HP. So we'll have, whether that is 92% of our max HP. The moves, as you can see, so we had our Torchic, which had Scratch and Growl or Tail Whip, and then we had our Pinsir that had Vice Grip and Focus Energy, and then we had our Mew that had Pound. So each time it randomises, we get the moves that actual Pokemon would know at that actual level. So now we've got a Wigglytuff, I think that is, which at level 5 has the moves Sing, Disable, Defense Curl, and Double Slap. Luckily, it has Double Slap, which is an attacking move. The couple of rules that as you can see there, we had 27 out of 29 HP. So we had the same sort of ratio. A couple of rules that I am implementing myself on this run are that I can't use items in battle. So I can't, obviously I have a potion in my bag, but I can't use it. I'm only going to be using one Pokemon, so I won't be catching anything else, so it doesn't matter that I can't use Pokeballs or Great Balls or whatever it might be. And then the other one is that I'm only allowed to run away from a wild encounter if I am unable to attack, or if the Pokemon has no attacking moves. If it has an attacking move that doesn't affect, so for example, something that doesn't affect Dark, off the top of my head, can't think of anything. I know there are some. It's Ghost. Ghost doesn't affect Dark? I think it's Ghost that doesn't affect Dark. Or maybe it's the other way around. Whatever. If we came up against Pokemon, if it's a normal type Pokemon, we had a Ghost type move. If we can attack, if it has an attacking move, but I can't use it, that does not count. I cannot run from that battle. I will have to struggle, get rid of my PP and struggle. But if I go into a wild Pokemon encounter and I have no attacking moves, I am allowed to run. Otherwise, I have to fight every single wild Pokemon I come up against. Let's have a look at our HP here. How are we doing? 16 out of 24. It's the first run of the day. It's run number 13. Unlucky for some, so I'm not going to risk it. Why did you choose those? Why did you... Oh, those rules. I'm guessing that's what you mean. I just want to make it slightly sort of harder for myself. When I came up with this idea, I didn't realise how many Pokemon early doors wouldn't have any attacking moves. So I was thinking that this was going to be not necessarily easy, but I didn't think it would take us... So far, we haven't... This is our 13th attempt, and we've only twice got to Petalburg. We've only twice got past Last Tiana and Petalburg. Once we lost in Petalburg Woods. The other time we made it to Rustborough, and we lost in the route after Rustborough before you get to that the cave where we were trying to level up before the gym. Oh, Gengar. Okay, so for example here, if Gengar only knows Ghost type moves, we won't be able to attack, and I will have to use up my PP and try and struggle. So it only knows Ghost type moves, which I believe won't affect Zigzagoon, so we are going to be here a while. Luckily, Zigzagoon I don't think can hurt us either, so it is just going to be a race down to struggle. A Spike takes away PP, I think, so maybe that wasn't the best thing to use, given that I don't want it to be able to struggle, really. But, so we'll do that. But anyway, yeah, this gives me a good opportunity. I'm going to speed up the footage here. This is the only time that I use the speed up, because otherwise I've got, 30, 50, I've got 60 moves to get through, and that's just a waste of everyone's time, really. So I am going to speed it up, so apologies about the noise. We're just going to lick until all of our licks are done. And then we'll use Hypnosis and then Spike. I didn't think that this run would be as challenging early doors is, so I put in the rules of the rule of not being able to use in-game items, because that's just something something that I don't do. Obviously, I don't do in a casual playthrough ever. Really, it's not something that I particularly like doing. Obviously, I'm not saying it's cheating or something like that, but it's just not something that I like to do personally. So did that, and the not being able to run away from battles thing was just because I don't want it to be like a trainers only run. I don't want it to be that I'm only really fighting trainers. So I made it so that originally it was that I wouldn't be able to run from any wild Pokemon. But then when I've had I think 2 or 3 runs now, lost to coming up against a wild. Well, I had one, and then I would have had 2 or 3 runs lost very early in this first route to Pokemon not being able to attack, and it just seems that if I keep in that I can't attack, if I keep in that I can't run away when I can't attack, then I think I'll just be losing too many runs. So hopefully now that I have no moves left, so I should use Struggle. This should be alright, I think. Okay, I'm going to be hit with Recoil. Oh, obviously my attack is as low as it goes. It's only doing 1 recoil, so as long as this doesn't kill me, which it doesn't, good. Got very, very lucky with that critical hit there. We get some XP. I'm not going to go back and heal, because the other thing is that obviously there we ran out of PP completely. So if I check my Gengar, here, it has 0 PP on all of its moves. When we go into our next battle, the PP of the moves, whatever Pokemon it randomizes to, will be fully restored. So you'll see here, against this Poochyena, that we will have a Kabutops, which has 3 moves, Scratch, Absorb and Harden, which as you can see in the bottom right of the screen, all have full PP. So PP on moves isn't something we ever have to worry about at all, really. So yeah, as I was saying, those are the rules that I've implemented on myself, just really to make it a little bit more challenging and to make it. So I feel like if you're randomizing every battle, but you're allowed to run away from them, it just, I don't know, I just think it could be potential to be a bit boring, and it will essentially just be against the just doing trainer battles and stuff like that, which I didn't want it to be, and I wanted it to be, you know, challenging at all stages. Because that Gengar, for example, I don't know what moves Gengar knows by level up, but hypothetically, we could have had a level 40 Gengar, level 50, 60 Gengar in that battle against that Zigzagoon, but if it doesn't know any attacking moves, it could have lost. It's unlikely, but, you know, if we're against a Pokemon that can attack us when we can't attack, you know, that level difference isn't going to make any difference at all. So, that's why I kept that rule in. Okay, so she's got a Mudkip, we've got a Celebi. 2 legendaries in the same run. Let's just change that to 4 legendaries there. As you can see, this is our 13th run. I didn't start the timer. That's annoying. We'll add... How long have we been streaming for? We've been streaming for 13 minutes, so I'll we had about 12 minutes of talking at the beginning, didn't we? So I'll add 12 minutes to that, set time, and start. There we go. So hopefully that timer is running at the bottom now. So you can see we've been going for nearly... Oh no, why is that? The timer stopped. Okay. We've been going for, you know, coming up to 4 hours. We've only had 2 legendaries before this in 12 runs. We've just had 2 in the same run. However, last time we got Celebi here. We have had Celebi before, and it was against a Poochyena. As you can see, its only attacking move is Confusion, which does not affect Poochyena. So we had to use Leech Seed and then stall. We didn't lose the battle, but it was not. You know, you think if you got a legendary against a level 2 Poochyena, it would be as easy as this battle against this Mudkip has been, but it was not. But anyway, that is what's her name, May, out of the way. We are now up to level 8, which is lovely. And we can get on our way. The goal for each run is to do better than the last. Now, the last run number 12, has actually been our second best run. We managed to make it through to Petalburg Woods. We lost to the Grunt in Petalburg Woods because, again, we had a Psychic-type Pokemon. Well, we had a Medicham, which is obviously Psychic fighting, but it only had Psychic-type moves, and he has a Poochyena. Oh no, it wasn't that, actually. Its only attacking move was Bide, which obviously requires you to take damage in order to do damage. And the Poochyena wasn't, the first couple of bides I used, the Poochyena just wasn't attacking, it was using Howl and stuff like that. And then by the time it got to actually doing damage to me in order to do the damage back, I wasn't able to sustain the hits it was doing in order to do enough damage back. So that's why we lost that run there. But so yeah, the goal of this run is to get past that grunt. However, that is, as I said, our second best run, and nearly half of our runs so far have been lost to the same trainer, which is Last Tiana. Once you go through back up into whatever it's called, this town above us, his name has completely escaped me now. Once you go through there and go left onto that route, there are 4 trainers. The fourth one, which is a girl, she has I think a Zigzagoon. Can't remember what her first Pokemon is, but crucially, her second Pokemon is a Shroomish, and that has ended 5 of our runs. One of them is because we had a Pokemon that can attack in that battle. That could attack happened in any battle. The other 4 is because that Shroomish knows Absorb, and it has Effect Spore, I think it is, as its ability. Either way, if you make physical contact with it, you can be poisoned, is the main issue we've had. So we've had 4 Pokemon that either weren't able to do enough damage, so that the Absorb that it's doing each turn wasn't able to do enough damage to counteract the amount that it's healing itself each turn, or we've been poisoned as well. We just haven't been able to do enough damage before we faint. So, for example, we had a Shuckle in one of the battles, and Shuckle's attack stat just wasn't high enough to do enough damage before we fainted. Especially as we only had 2. We had something like Wrap and Constrict, so 2 very low damaging attacks. So far, touch wood, so far this 13th run in terms of the Pokemon we're getting has gone fairly well. Got a little bit unlucky with that Gengar. Gengar's a great Pokemon to have, but again, Zigzagoon, when you don't know any moves that can hurt it, not ideal. I forgot to say the main thing. Yeah, we're only doing this with one Pokemon. As you can see, we've had 12 resets, because if that Pokemon faints, we've reset the whole run. I don't think I mentioned that at the beginning. Sort of suggested by the Nuzlocke thing. We only have one Pokemon. As soon as that Pokemon faints, we restart the entire run. So yeah. The general thing is I won't be going out throughout the run. I won't be going out of my way to battle many trainers. There are a couple that I will go out of my way to battle because they have, like for example, the rich boy or rich girl, whatever she's called. We can't attack. That's the end of the run. That's a Silcoon or a Cascoon. Can't tell from which eye. I think it's a Cascoon. Red eyes. No, it's a Silcoon. Orange eyes. Look red there. That's a Silcoon. We only have Harden. I'll speed it up and try and use all my Hardens and see if I can struggle my way out of this one. But given that I've got 25 PP to get through, so even if it only does one, no way am I surviving this. Okay, that's yeah. After saying that I'm getting lucky, that's the end of that run. So we will make this to 13 resets, and we will move on with run number 14. So as you can see, that's how quickly it can turn. Because no matter how well we're doing, if we get a Pokemon like that can't attack in a trainer battle, nothing we can do about it. If that was a wild battle, I could have run away from it because I didn't have any attacking moves. I only had Harden, but it was a trainer battle, so I could not run. So we have to start again. So this is how the majority of the runs go. It's these early doors. There are a lot of Pokemon that at these low levels, below 10, don't have a move. Really, we need to be getting out of this sort of thing. I reckon once we get past the first gym, the run will get easier. There'll be other issues if we go into the electric type gym, for example, with a Magikarp. Although it might know Tackle, it's probably not going to survive 3 battles against Maurice, the leader, whoever the leader of Morville is, the gym, the electric type. It's not going to survive, that many attacks. So we will have the issues there. But our main issue at the moment, well, we have 2 main issues. One of them is Last Tiana, and the other one is Pokemon not having any attacking moves. So, as I said, whenever that happens, we just have to start again. So this is run number 14. and we'll move with Trico. It doesn't matter which starter I take. Obviously, last time I picked Torchic and it changed into Pinsir, but I've picked Torchic before and it's changed into a whole manner of things. It's not like it's randomized in a sort of an order, so that, you know, every time you get a Torchic, you get a Pinsir, and then that Pinsir becomes a Mew, as it was in this time. Each time it is completely randomized. So, although, as I said, I've got a Trico here, this Trico could become a Pinsir. Obviously, chances are it won't. But it's that sort of thing. It's not like a loop and we just join it at some point. It is completely random each time. Excuse me. So, what's our first Pokemon here? We've got a Sand Slash, lovely, can attack, so that's good. So yeah, these first 4 trainers, specifically normally Lastiana, but these first 4 trainers just to the left of whatever this town is called, are our biggest obstacles, really, because those are 4 battles that we cannot run older. Good. Those are 4 battles we cannot run away from, where if we get a Pokemon that can't attack, that's it, that's the end. The first 3, if we get a Pokemon that can attack, I think every time except one, where we've got a Pokemon that can attack, we've managed to get through those battles. It is just Lastiana that is the main roadblock here. What have we got? Hariyama? Arm Thrust should take it out in 1 hit. Well, 2 hits because it's a multi-hit move. So, we're going into the May fight, hopefully with full HP. A level higher than her. Should be alright. She doesn't know any water-type moves, so even if we get a fire-type Pokemon... Oh wait, we chose Trico, didn't we? So she'll have Torchic. So even if we get a... She doesn't know any fire-type moves, so even if we get a grass-type Pokemon here, we have nothing really to worry about. Our only issue here is going to be if we can't attack. Or we had... What do we have once? Shuppet knows Knockoff. So if it's got an item, it won't have it anymore. I think here we're guaranteed the win, because I think Torchic only knows Scratch and Growl, and as a ghost, Scratch cannot affect her. So it's going to be a slow one, especially as it's lowering our attack, which I think Knockoff is a special attack. I'm not sure. It might be physical. I'm going to check just because I want to know. It is. Does it say here? No, it doesn't say. It's only in the newer games it says. Anyway, I think it's special. But either way, we've got 17 more of these to do, and then if that hasn't managed to take out Torchic, which it should have done, we can always struggle, and it won't be able to do any damage to us until it runs out of PP. As you can see, it's only using Growl because it knows that Scratch does not affect us. Although soon Growl won't affect us either, because our attack will already be rock bottom. But, yeah, so there we go, 14. So, if we didn't have a Ghost-type Pokemon here, we might have lost. But if we just had a Pokemon that could only do this little from each hit, against a Torchic that obviously knows Scratch, which, if it wasn't a Ghost-type Pokemon, could have done a decent amount of damage, we could have lost that. We have lost 2 runs, I think, maybe 3. To May. Again, I don't, off the top of my head, none of those have been because we can't attack. Although one, we did have a Beautifly, which only knew its only damaging move was Absorb, and just by the unluckiness of the draw, I suppose, that particular time we didn't have. We'd chosen Mudkip, so she'd chosen Trico, so we only had Absorb against Trico. We just couldn't do enough damage before it knocked us Tackle or Pound, whichever one it knows. I can't remember. Obviously, I am going to get that potion from that guy each time, because although I can't use items in battle, I can use items out of battle. So if I finish a battle and there's no Poké Center around, I only have a little bit of HP, I can use that potion so that in the next battle I'm not just going to die. Or again, that Lastiana, as I mentioned, her Shroomish can poison you, and I don't want it to be a case that I manage to beat her, but then I can't make it to a Poké Center, because in Gen 3 you still take poison damage when you walk every 4th step. So I could use that potion then, for example, in order to in order to heal up my Pokemon, just so I can make it to a Poke Center or something. So I am each time going to go out of my way to get that potion from the guy in, I forgot what it's called. No, I forgot what it's called again. Oldberg? It's not Oldberg, whatever it's called. Anyway, I'm going to go out of my way each time to get that potion. So now we are just approaching where we, well, not just, yeah, we are, I suppose. We are just approaching where we lost the last run. So hopefully we can get past that trainer this time. Again, we just got unlucky. We got a Silcoon. We've had Silcoon and Cascoon have popped up collectively. That is the third one I've had. Luckily, the first two were in wild Pokemon battles, so I could run. However, that one was in a, as you saw, in the trainer battle, so there's nothing we could do about it. So, yeah. The other thing, this isn't like a hard and fast rule, but I'm aware I only have Pokemon, but I'm not going to be sort of going back to the not yet anyway, going back to the Poke Center between every battle. Like here, I have 22 out of 24 HP. That should be fine. I'm not going to be, you know, fighting this trainer and going back to the Poke Center, fighting the next trainer and going back to the Poke Center, unless obviously I have really low HP. But if, you know, if I survive this battle with you know, a fair amount of HP, then I'm not going to be going back to the Poke Center every time. So what have we got here? We've got a Bayleaf. So we should be good here. We'll use a bit of Razor Leaf. So yeah, this is just, you know, luck of the draw. Last time we were, I think we were at least level 7. We possibly were level 8 for the previous battle against this Poochyena. We got unlucky. We got Silcoon, it couldn't attack. This time we got not particularly lucky, but we got, you know, we got a Bayleaf which can attack. So this run has officially made it further than the previous run. Get 24 out of 26 HP. I'm not going to go back to that. Then we'll take on this bug catcher here. This bug catcher here is one of the ones where obviously he's got 2 Pokemon. So this means that if we can't attack here, even if we do manage to struggle and defeat the Wurmple, which I think will be fine given that we have a Rapidash with Ember. But if we had to struggle to defeat this Wurmple, we probably still wouldn't have made it through this battle. Although he only has, I believe, another Wurmple. And we would be able to struggle straight away. Just the collective recoil from having to take out 2 different Pokemon with struggle, plus any damage that had done to us during the battle, we probably wouldn't have made it. But again, I'd say we got lucky here. We've got a Fire type Pokemon that knows the Fire type move. So that's that. Level 8. As you can see, some battles, if you get lucky, it took 2 moves. It took 2 Embers to defeat 2 Wurmples. You know, nice and easy. But you know, you get unlucky there. Even if you can attack, that, you know, that battle could take 5 minutes just with the backwards and forwards of different things. So we've got another Hariyama. Interesting. Second one of the run. Again, just going to use Arm Thrust to take out the Zigzagoon, and this time it will kill in just 1 hit. So here, up here, we've got this guy who has I think a Zigzagoon and a Tailo, if I remember correctly. And then just to the left of him is Lastiana, and she is the one who, as you can see from the layout, is our nemesis at the moment. So what have we got here? We've got Jigglypuff. Hopefully should be able... Can't attack. Cool. Cool. So the plan here is to sing, put it to sleep, then while it's asleep, use up defense curls in an attempt to raise my defense enough that I don't faint from the struggling and whatever damage this Zigzagoon can do to me, and then the Tailo afterwards as well. A defense heightening move here is better than an attack lowering move. Oh, it's in love as well. Okay, this could... I don't know. but this could be okay if it's in love as well, especially if the Tailow's male as well. Then we could get lucky here. We haven't. I think we have actually. I was going to say we haven't made it through a battle having to struggle before. I think we have. We've had a similar problem here with this Zigzagoon. We had a Duskull, which only knew a Ghost type move. So, I didn't mean to sleep Thermite to Defense Skull. Only knew a Ghost move, so couldn't affect the Zigzagoon. We managed to struggle through the Zigzagoon, but then the Taillow just took us out. But we'll see what happens here. I'm not fast forwarding through this one, just because I want to make sure that the Zigzagoon is asleep for as many turns as possible, just to minimise the chance that it tackles or whatever. It's still in love. Hopefully that will immobilise it. Used Growl. Okay. Not ideal at lowering our attack because Struggle does use base attack, I believe. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely affected by stat changes as we saw earlier with the Gengar. So we'll try and get through this battle, hopefully. Okay, my defense won't go any higher anymore. That's fine. Still going to use up the defense curls just because, again, I want the Zigzagoon to be asleep for as long as possible. It's annoying because, obviously, in order to struggle, you can't have any PP left. But it would be ideal if we could save some of the Sings for Taillow, because then we could put the Taillow to sleep as well and have a similar thing. So we'll use Sing here. We'll start to speed it up a bit here. Okay, it used Growl. We'll use Sing. It keeps waking up. Okay, so just got a critical hit tackle there. That could be what kills us. That critical hit tackle specifically could be what kills us. Even with maximum defense here, it's doing 3 damage for each tackle. We might not even... Okay, we have no sleep left. We might not even get to struggle. And even if we do, I don't think with 14, 11, 8... We've still got 13 to get through. Nah, this run is over. There's no way we're taking out 2 Pokemon with struggle with 2 HP. Don't think we'll even get to struggle. Run over. Okay, let's change up the text. We'll go for 14. Save there, and we're just coming up to the 4-hour overall mark. Obviously, that's not the time for this specific stream. We've only been going half an hour this stream, but that's overall. So overall, I've been doing this challenge now for roughly 4 hours. The first stream didn't have a timer, so I did it based off the stream timer, but there was some faffing about with microphones and stuff like that. But roughly 4 hours. It's not supposed to be 100% accurate. It's just a vague sort of pointer to Did I choose Mudkip last time? No, I chose Trico. It's just a vague pointer as to how long this has taken me. So far, yeah, 4 hours in, we've had 14 runs. Only 2 of them have made it into Petalburg, which is the first. So I was going to say the first town. It's not, but one of Old Dale. Old Dale's the first town. But obviously, Petalburg's where the first gym is. Well, it's not the first gym. It's the first gym you come across, but it's like the 5th gym that you actually do. But it's where you get the catching tutorial, and then, you know, it's the first proper town, I would say. And then only 1 run has made it to Rustborough, which was run number 3. So we got very early, very, very lucky very early on. The first stream, we only did 3 runs. Took us over an hour to do those 3 runs. The first run, we didn't even make it to May. At that point, we didn't have the run away from wild Pokemon thing when we didn't have an attacking move. We got Steelcoon or a Cascoon before we got to May, and we fainted. And then the second run we got to Last Tiana, and then I think she took us out with her Shroomish, and then is that spelled 15? Just doesn't look right. 15. that's what it's going to be. It probably won't last very long. But yeah, so she took us out with her Shroomish, and then our third run, we got all the way through Petalburg, we got all the way through Rustborough. We didn't do the gym. We went to the route above in order to do some training before the gym, just because we were only levels 12 or 13, and I thought if we get to Roxy, the leader anyway, and don't have a good match up there, if we had like a normal type Pokemon and we were only level 12 or 13, we'd probably lose. So I don't want that. So I went up to the route above in order to heal. And not to think of healing because of this potion. I went to the route above in order to train to get higher levels, just so that when we got into that gym, we might be alright. And then we got a Wynaut in a trainer battle with one of the hikers up there. Wynaut did not have any attacking moves, and we lost. And that's our best ever run. It took it was about 40 minutes to get to that point from the start of the run. So yeah, but only 2. Oh god. Oh, I can't attack. I can run. Thank god. Whew. But only 2 runs have ever made it past last Tiana. So although 5 runs have been lost to her, only 7 runs have got to her. So out of the 7 runs that have got to her, she's taken us out on 5. So it's pretty good ratio from her. So we will see. So we're going up against May. This is the first time this stream that we're going up against May without doing any battles beforehand. Obviously, we only got into 1 battle on the way, and we couldn't attack, so we ran. Got lucky here. We got a Swellow. I think it's a Swellow. Anyway, we got this flying type Pokemon against a grass type, so we can take it out in 2 without it doing any damage to us at all. Get 69 XP, up to level 6, nearly up to level 7, and we will move on. So good start, very quick, only a couple of minutes to get up here. Obviously, as you can tell, when I reset the run, I don't reset fully, go back and type in my name again, because that's going to be the same every time. I did that the first run, obviously, and then the second run when I reset, I did that, re-put my name and everything, and it was just tedious. It's not fun to watch. There's no point redoing that bit. My name's going to be the same each time. The clock I set in my room is going to be the same each time, and all of that. The introduction to Birch doesn't need to be done, so I skipped that bit out and just start from just before you get your first Pokemon. I don't want to. Obviously, I could make it that I reset after I get the Pokemon, just before I nickname it, because obviously I want to change the nickname each time. But I like being able to change, being able to choose a different starter each time. Makes no difference, as I said. Just means that the Pokemon that May has each time is going to be different. Ultimately, ultimately it makes no difference though, because our first we use it against the Zigzagoon, then we never see it again, unless we happen to randomly randomise back into that starter. We haven't had that yet. We have had other starters from other games. Obviously, we had the Bayleaf earlier, which isn't a starter, but it's involved with a starter. But we have had, I think we've had Chikorita, and I think we've had Cyndaquil. But we've definitely had quite a lot of evolutions of starters. We've had Bayleaf, I think we've had Meganium twice. We've had Quilava. Don't think we've had Typhlosion. I'm not sure we've had any first gen starters actually. But we've had Sceptile as well. So yeah, I think, if my memory serves me correctly, yeah, we're on full HP here. Only level, but hopefully after this first battle here, we'll be level 7. And we can see how we're doing. Obviously, so far this stream, each run has been better than the previous. Obviously, this is only our 3rd run of this stream. But the first one only got to this guy. The second one got to 2 trainers after this guy. So let's see how this goes. Marill. Hopefully Marill can attack. It can. It's got tackle. So is Poochyena. I think it's just going to be a tackle off here. I am a high level, so I do have the upper hand. Although that howl means its tackle will do more, still think that... Okay, it's going to use howl again. We can use tackle, and that will be the first battle over. So we only have just over half health this time, so I am going to go back and heal. You know, if we'd only lost, if we had over 20 here, you know, if we had 21, 22, something like that, I wouldn't bother, but just over half health, not ideal. Though he's only got worm pools, you know, again, if I end up having to struggle or something like that, I don't want it to be in a case that I lose a battle because I just couldn't, you know, I couldn't stay in the battle long enough. So I will go back and heal if I've got, you know, around half HP or less, but otherwise I won't be. We've had one case so far. It was against that first trainer with a Pucciano. We had, I believe, a Trapinch and did a hit which took us down to 1 HP. So I was very glad I healed that time. With this, a Primeape, got 3 attacking moves with support for choice. Low kick's not going to do much because Wormhole doesn't weigh very much. So I think we'll just scratch here. Was that lower my speed? Yeah. I think Scratch does more damage than Rage as well. And obviously Rage gets better if you get hit, but obviously I'd rather not get hit, especially as if I can just do a scratch here, as long as it has hit me. Unfortunately got a critical hit, but that's fine. Who would have known that Marill and Primeape here have the same max HP? Because they, well, at this level anyway, they both have 26. So we'll keep. Well, we won't go back and heal here. 21 out of 26, I think, is plenty. And we will give another go at battling this guy, whatever his name is. I did know his name. Let's have a look. We've got Alan next to Alan. Alan! Who have we got here? Hoot Hoot. Okay, can Hoot Hoot attack? It can. It's got tackle. So hopefully that should be alright. Okay, it's lowered our attack a little bit. I suppose the slight advantage here is that if that Tailo, that his next Pokemon is a Tailo, we will eventually see it, hopefully. I forgot that tackle can miss in this gen. The Tailo that he has, if it knows any flying type moves, they won't be very effective because we are also flying type. That's the Zigzagoon down. Hopefully we'll go up a level here just to get a little bit more in the... Okay, our attack didn't go up at all. But a little bit more HP, I suppose, is good. So this is the furthest run the furthest run we've had so far this stream. We didn't get onto the Tailo last time. It's only a level 3 Tailo. We're level 8. Okay, our attack's been lowered, but hopefully we can do enough to take it out. Okay, it's using Growl. Should be fine. I think we only need 2 more tackles here. Yeah, 1 more tackle. Okay, it's used Growl. Hopefully we can take it out with this final tackle. Then go back and heal before last Tiana. Indeed. That's that Tailo down. Okay. Good. So go. Okay, so last Tiana is just over here. She's this trainer just on the left here. So we'll get onto her in a minute, but we'll go back and heal just because, well, we don't have much HP and she is notoriously difficult. So hopefully we get a fire type Pokemon, I think, to take out the Shreeman would be ideal. But just something that, maybe a poison type actually, because obviously then the poison doesn't do anything. If we had a poison type that has the ability, I can't remember what it's called, but the one that does damage when it gets when you use a healing move against it, like Absorb or something like that. That would be great as well. Hopefully we can get through this low tap battle without taking too much damage, because otherwise we'll have to go back and heal again. What's that? Lickitung. Okay. We'll use Supersonic. Hopefully this Lotad can hurt itself in confusion a bit. Used Astonish, doesn't affect me. Lick does not do much, but... Oh, okay, Lick does a lot more than I gave it credit for. So, it's fine. Hopefully, as I said, if it only knows Astonish and Growl, then we'll be fine, because it can't do any damage to us. Well, that's good. Done. Okay, I was worried about that. I thought Lick was going to do nothing. Luckily, we were okay. Okay. Last Tiana time. Run number 3 of the day. Let's see. So she's got... Her first Pokemon is a... I can't remember what it is. Is it a... What is it? A Zigzagoon. So her first Pokemon is a Zigzagoon. Her second Pokemon is a Shroomish. Okay. Okay. Zigzagoon, level 8 Zigzagoon can do some, you know, can do some damage. It's got Tail Whip as well if I need to lower the Shroomish's defense. Absorb isn't super effective against Zigzagoon or anything. Okay. Not bad. Got 21 HP. We're level 8, I think the Shroomish is level 5. No, it's level 4. Okay, so we're double its level. We're faster. It's just, this is the thing. Like, if it... Again, it probably won't heal... Yeah, okay, it doesn't heal up more damage than we do, but it just means that it takes longer, and also, because it's got Effect Spore or something, I can't remember what the ability is called, but it means that when you make physical contact with it, there's a chance that you'll get paralysed, poisoned, or put to sleep. So, just a bit of a risk. But hopefully it's down to red. We're still in yellow. One critical hit here, we win. Okay, one not critical hit, we win. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, the effect spore. So we are paralysed, but that does not matter. Third ever run to get past last Tiana. There are no more battles between here and the Poke Center, which is just over here, so we can go heal, get rid of the paralysis, and we will make it to, well, we have made it into our third ever run to make it past last Tiana on our third run of the day, on our third stream. So third time lucky is very, very much in force here. So yeah, the next thing to do is to go up to this gym here and to get the catching tutorial. The catching tutorial is also randomised. The Zigzagoon that your dad, Norman, gives to Wally will be randomised. It will be something random. So far, as I said, this is only the third time we've got to this point. The first two, the first one he had a Jirachi, I think it was, or something like that. Or maybe it was a Celebi. Whatever, well, it kept trying... Where Tackle should be for the Zigzagoon was a move like Leech Seed or something like that. So we kept trying to use Leech Seed over and over again, which didn't do anything. And then the second one, I can't remember what it was, but it didn't, you know, it wasn't super effective or anything. I don't know what happens here if Wally gets a Pokemon here that's super effective and knocks out the rules. Hopefully it won't happen. So it says Zigzagoon, but it's actually a Dugong here. You can see it will try and use what it thinks is Tackle and actually use Headbutt. Hopefully... Oh no. Hopefully Wally just comes out now and throws the ball. Oh no. Well, we're about to find out what happens if he knocks out rules. Nothing. Good. Yeah. He caught it. Yeah, he's got that rules. Definitely, 100%. Definitely caught that rules. Yeah, that's not... It's not just laying Sparko in the grass. He's definitely caught that rules. Interesting. Interesting. I'm guessing that obviously... Because that Pokemon... Well, I was about to go heal. It's not my Pokemon that died. Because the Pokemon that... Because the Zigzagoon can be randomised, it means that obviously it's not just like a pre-established... What do you call it? Like a... Essentially, you're not like just like watching a video or something. It is something that can be affected. Also, the both... I'm not sure if the Zigzagoon can be, but I know the Ralts can be shiny as well from that battle. So I'm guessing that the developers thought just in case something happens, I don't know, maybe if the Zigzagoon got 2 critical hits or something, Not sure. But if you knock it out, nothing happens. But luckily, they've done that. So this trainer here, obviously I didn't actually mean to run into her at that point, but this is one of the trainers that I was saying earlier that I will be fighting on purpose each time because she gives me a lot of prize money. So hopefully, who have we got here? Glalie? Okay, Powder Snow, Double Team, Bite. Okay, so we can. I think Powder Snow does damage as well, but Bite should be alright here. Which hopefully should take us up to level 9 after this battle. So yeah, as we can see here, so she gives us, how much is it? 1,400, which obviously at this point we've won 5 other trainer battles. You start with some money, and we only have 4,009, well, just under 5,000. So she's sort of come up for a third of our money just from one battle. So I will be making sure to fight her each time. Okay, into Petalburg Woods, as you can see here, there is a trainer here who's going to fight us. I am a bit worried about Petalburg Woods. There are a few trainers here with multiple Pokemon. If we have to struggle here, that's it, we've lost. Like, there's no way you're getting through 4 Pokemon with struggle without healing items. Delcatty. First time we've had a Delcatty. Luckily, it can attack with Double Slap. It's only got 10 PP though. Should be fine. Should be fine. I don't know if Double Slap can miss. But it can. Okay. Should be fine. They can't do much damage. But as I said, it's only got 10 PP. So if we run out of PP here, we will have to struggle. And with 4 moves to get through. Hopefully this takes out the Wurmple. Good. Only 2 more Wurmples. I don't think we've got anything to worry about here. We've only got two more Wurmples to battle. We've got, how many? We've got 6 Double Slaps left. There we go, hopefully. Critical hit there, okay. We've got 5 Double Slaps against the final Wurmple. We'll be fine. See, PP isn't something we have to worry about, so in our next battle it doesn't matter that our only attacking move will only have maximum of 4 PP left. We will be fine. Okay, again, we're going to have to use it again. But all in all, that's gone okay. Good. So yeah, this is the slightly worrying thing about what's it called? Bug catchers is that they have multiple Pokemon. If we get unlucky and we get a Pokemon that only has, if Double Slap, if we got a move that only had 5 PP there, if our only attacking move only had 5 PP, if we missed more than one, we'd have to struggle. Which would be horrendous. So yeah. So we're now going to battle the Team Aqua. I think it's Team Aqua. I'm pretty sure it's Team Aqua. Team Aqua Grunt here, who has a Poochyena, which I think. Excuse me. So the last time we got to this point, this is where we lost. We had a Medicham here, which could only attack using Bide. So hopefully we can get through this. If we get a good Pokemon. He's got Poochyena, level 9, same level as us. Okay, Trico. It's got Absorb as well, so it can heal throughout the battle. It's not unlikely that people would get to this point and only have a level 9 starter. So the fact we got a critical hit with our first attack as well is good. But I'm not too worried about this. You can raise your attack as much as you like, Poochyena. Not going to win you the battle. Hopefully, if we take it out here, there we go. Finish on full HP as well, which is perfect for us because we don't have to worry about PP, as I've said plenty of times. Up to level 10. Great battle from Trico there. And as I said earlier about randomising to starters, this is the first time we've had another Gen 3 starter. But it does happen. Yeah. I think with the amount of Pokemon we've randomised to, in 14 runs, we've probably had over 200 Pokemon easily. I think it's unlucky, that we've only had 4 legendary Pokemon at this point. But oh well. Right, let's go through. This is when we start finding wild Shroomish as well. Okay, Silcoon can only use Harden. So of course we get Larvitar, a nice strong Pokemon when the Pokemon we're up against can't do anything. Great. I suppose gets rid of the Silcoon before it can do endless hardens. So there we go. Up here. I don't know what that item is. I will go get it, otherwise it's just going to trouble me. Wormhole. Okay, level 10. Got Poison Sting. Hopefully we can poison the Poochyena early doors. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're level 10. It's level 5. It's poisoned. I think we'll be okay here. So yeah, even getting a Wurmple there, obviously not, you know, that's not necessarily a bad Pokemon to get. There are some Pokemon that you'd think would be better to get, which would have been worse in that scenario. Obviously, if they couldn't do any damage, for example. An Ether, literally useless. Can't use items in battle, and at no point after a battle will we ever need to restore PP. Great. That's worth it. What have we got here? Another Hariyama! Wow. Okay, again, we'll use Arm Thrust again. We know from one of the previous runs that if you give a Pokemon a held item, it is kept. They don't get rid of it when they randomise. We don't know yet if we randomise with a status condition, if the new Pokemon will have it. I assume they will, given that HP and everything carries over, but it's possible they won't. But anyway, out of Petalburg Woods, and on to fighting some trainers. So just up on the bridge up here, there is a double battle. The first double battle of the of the game. We only have one Pokemon. That means that double battle will not happen. We can just walk past them. They will not try and attack us. Okay, so this is when it can get a little bit annoying. We can attack, obviously, which is fine. It's in a trainer battle, so even if we couldn't run. But Constrict is just an awful move. There's not really... Well, there is no point in using Withdraw here, because its attacks are only doing 1 damage each time anyway. And obviously, if they get a critical hit, it will do more than 1, but if they get a critical hit, it will ignore the raised defense anyway. So, the main issue here is that it's lowering... Oh, thank God. Lowering our attack. Well, what's that do? Speed. Lowering our attack on a move that only has something like 15 or 20 base power anyway, which is just a bit annoying. But we are higher level. We are... Its moves are not very effective against us, so we are resisting them. Should be alright here, but, you know, it's not ideal. This is the issue, is that, as I said, you get the... Oh, I forgot he's got a full restore. Great. Well, at least this wasn't a tight battle that I was having to struggle in. But you, because you get the... I wonder why I hadn't used Tail Whip before this. Because you get the... What was I saying? Because you get the moves that the Pokemon would know at that level. So you don't... Fossil Pokemon, I don't know what level they come out at. But I think it's higher than level 10. But... even if it's not fossil Pokemon, because you get the moves that the Pokemon would know at that level, you do get some cases with some legendaries, for example, where there's no way that you ever would have a level 10, you know, legendary Pokemon. So they don't have those. They have one move just because they're programmed to have a move, but it could be awful. For example, if you get one of the Reggies at this low level, I was saying this last stream or the stream before, if you get one of the Reggies at this low level, the only move they know is either Explosion or Self-Destruct. I can't remember which one. So obviously, in this run, that's a run it. If we get one of those Pokemon at this level, they can attack, so we can't run, even if it's a wild battle. And if we use it, we faint. So, yeah, not ideal. Anyway, we can get past this Zigzagoon. Ideally, I would want to go and heal here. But in order to heal, we have to go all the way up through Petalburg Woods, and then getting back to Petalburg Woods. It's not unlikely that we would faint. So what I'm going to do is take these orange berries and use them in our... Okay, so orange berries, as it says on the left, restores 10 HP. So I'm just going to use that now just to get us up a little bit more. Yeah, let's go. So we'll fight her, this is why I healed, just in case we get another Pokemon that can't do much damage here or similar. Lotad, what have we got? She's got 2 Pokemon, don't know what the second one is. We've got a Shelder. Tackle, withdraw, Supersonic. Okay, again, I'm going to confuse the Lotad, then use Tackle. Hopefully it'll do some damage to itself. There we go. And then just use Tackle. I missed. But yeah, this obviously early doors. This is the tactic that happens a lot. Is just hit the opponent, hopefully more than they hit you. Annoyingly, again, using Growl, she's just going to make whatever her second Pokemon is harder to fight. Used Astonish, it's a bit annoying. So it hit itself into Confusion the first time, but I think that's a bit unlucky with Confusion luck there, that it only did it once. What's her second Pokemon? Shroomish, which is super effective against Shelder. So we really don't want this Shroomish to be doing what it just did. I don't know what the best play here is. If I use Supersonic, there is a chance that it will hit itself in Confusion. If I use Tackle, there's a chance I'll be able to take it out before it can absorb me to death. I'm going to go Supersonic. Okay, it worked. It's good. Hopefully it hurts itself in Confusion. Or doesn't use Absorb is the main thing. Okay. I think the Confusion was the right move, given that Tackle really is not doing much at the moment. I am worried here. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. I thought that was it. I thought that was going to be the end of the run. I really did think that was going to be the end of the run. I think Supersonic was definitely the correct call there. I'm very glad I healed up using an Orange Berry, and I'm possibly going to do it again, but I can't remember if there is another. This battle here, I don't have 2 Pokemon, so they just ignore me. Is there another battle? I don't think there is. I think you just make it into Rustboro, don't you? You do. There we go. Into Rustboro City for only the 2nd time ever. Once again, on the 3rd run of the day. So what happened last time was we got here. When we got here, we had much higher level Pokemon than we do now. We had level, I think it was 12 or 13. What do we have here? 11. Okay, so not much higher. Sorry, I thought it wasn't even level 10 yet. Okay, so what we did last time was we went up to this, not up here, this route over here to do some training before the gym. This is what killed me last time, but I'm going to do the same this time because Roxanne has level, I believe, 14 Pokemon. Even after battling the first 2 trainers at the gym, it's unlikely I will have a Pokemon high enough level that if I don't get a good matchup, you know, if I get a normal type Pokemon or something like that against her rock types, I'll be screwed. So I do need to just get up a few more levels just in case that happens. So we've got a Chop here, what have we got? Flying type, Psychic type, something like that. Or, you know, Poison, that's fine. Okay, at least it's got Intimidate, cut its attack. And we can use Poison Sting, hopefully poison it, take it out. It didn't poison, but that I think is fine. Should be alright here. But yeah, what we don't want is... Oh, thank God. What we don't want is you know, if we got into that rock type gym, for example, with that Omanite or Omastar, whichever one it was earlier that we had, that only has Constrict, we've lost. You know, there's no way you can take out, even one of the earlier trainers, there's no way you can take out one of those with just a low damage dealing normal type move. Even something like Tackle or Pound would be not ideal. So we really need to be getting up a few more levels and just really hoping for a favourable matchup with the trainers. Again, if we have, you know, obviously if we have a water type or a grass type Pokemon or something like that, we'll be fine. Even if we were level 11, we'd be able to take them out. But yeah, we can't rely on getting lucky enough to get the exact type of Pokemon that we need. So we will we'll try here again. Shroomish is can't attack. None of these moves do any damage. I think Sweet Kiss. Confuses. It does. May cause confusion. Surely it causes confusion. So we need to use Sweet Kiss and then Tail Whip, I think, and just hope that hopefully it takes itself out is really the plan here, because we can't do any damage. Hurt itself in confusion, lovely. We don't want to use Charm, because Charm will lower its attack, which obviously means it will do less damage to me if it does hit me, but, oh, for God's sake. Attack is what decides whether or not, how much damage it does to you, how much damage an attack does to you when you hurt yourself in confusion, which is why the move Swagger raises your attack and then confuses you, because that's the whole point, is that you'll do more damage to yourself here. So if we can lower defense and it could stop snapping out of confusion. Okay, it's paralyzed now. This could be the end of the run. Yeah, no, sorry I'm not talking much. I'm really trying to think what to do, but I don't think there's anything else to do. This is why I didn't want it to be paralysed, really, because it could break through the Sorry, it could. If it doesn't break through the paralysis, it can't hurt itself in confusion. But luckily, its defense is so low. I reckon 1 or 2. It's going to snap out of confusion now. Thank God it can't move. Okay, so the paralysis has possibly saved us there. Okay, we're also paralysed. This is not ideal. Pichu is not, well, having 4 moves, all of which don't do damage, is not good, but I just need it to hurt itself in confusion just a couple more times. Thank God. Come on, do loads. Do loads. Okay. I think with that lowered defense as well, maybe 1 more. This is tense. This is so tense. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh my God. 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 No, 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 no. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my God. 1 HP. Please hurt yourself in confusion. 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 God, no, please, 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 come on, hurt yourself, hurt yourself, hurt yourself, please hurt yourself, please hurt yourself, please hurt, no. That entire battle, it hurt itself in confusion twice. Twice. In, I don't know, 20 turns? Something like that. Chances for Pokemon to hit confusion. That's not what I want. No, that's not what are the odds? Oh, okay. Pokemon confusion hurt itself. Odds. What are we looking at? 50% chance. 50% chance. I'm just gonna. One sec. Just gonna. If I edit this, I'm gonna go to this, and then just make that bigger. And then no, that's the wrong. Oh, I don't know how to. Oh, wait. I don't know what's just happened. I've lost my timer. It's a 50% chance if I. I haven't frozen. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I was just trying to show you that it was a 50% chance, but for some reason it's not working. If I do that, can you see that? Does that say 50% chance? No, it doesn't. Well, it's there somewhere. It is a 50% chance. I've looked it up myself. I'm trying to put it on the stream, but for some reason, if I do a mains, oh, whatever, it is there. It's a 50% chance. And I've lost my timer in the confusion. There's my timer. Just need to crop that back down to the actual timer. Oh, I am quite annoyed by that. 50% chance to hurt yourself in confusion, and it did it twice in however many turns that was. That's absolutely I don't even know. Fine. Well, that's resets up to 15. And we go again. That's the most heartbreaking one. There have been others that I've lost that had no chance of winning. But that one should have worked. I should have been able to defeat that Shroomish in that battle just then. 50% chance to hurt itself in confusion. It was confused for at least 10 turns. Probably more. It hurt itself twice. Once early on, and then once towards the end. That is absolutely heartbreaking. I really thought that was going to work. At first, when we first got into that battle and I saw that I couldn't attack, I was like, oh, this is it. This is the end. But then, with the lowering defense and the confusion, when I saw how much that second hit did to itself, and I thought, well, it just needs to do itself. Hit itself once more. That should be fine. It's got the paralysis and it's got the confusion, so chances are it's not going to hit me. And then it hits me, 2 turns in a row. And thanks me. And after the 1 HP as well, I thought, oh, this is going to be ideal. This is going to be perfect. You know, we're gonna survive with 1 HP. It's meant to be. All of that. No. Well, still a good run, I suppose. Best way to put it. So, yeah, not happy about that at all. But these things happen. It's part of the challenge. But yeah, out of all of the failures we've had so far, which obviously is 15, out of all of the 15, that is the one that is the worst. Because not only was it the run that had gone the second furthest, as I said, that should have worked. That method should have worked. Just got very, very unlucky that didn't work. But we go again. Hopefully this run will be better than the previous one. See who we've got. Wild Pucciano. Porygon. First time we've had a Porygon. I have absolutely no idea what Conversion and Conversion 2 do. I've never heard of Conversion 2. Makes the user resist to the last attack's type. Changes the user's type into a known moves type. Okay, we'll just use Tackle. But I did not know that Conversion 2 was a move. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. But luckily, it also knows Tackle. Well, I suppose it's a wild battle, so even if it didn't know Tackle, if we just knew Conversion and Conversion 2, we'd still be fine. I also, so for the previous run, I had Orange Berry. I could have given it to my Pokemon to hold, but although I will probably be using held items, maybe a Quick Claw or something like that. But I think having a healing held item like an Orange Berry or something like that is a bit cheap. Maybe leftovers, maybe something like that. Not sure though. But I think a healing held item is a bit cheap. Fun fact about Venonat and its evolved Venomoth is that since they have not been the regional Pokedex of any game since Gen 1. Not in the regional. They're in the national Dex, obviously, because they're from Gen 1, although I don't think anywhere past Gen 2 you can actually catch them in any of the games. But in the regional Pokedex, and in Gen 2, all of Gen 1, the entire thing. Gen 2 was supposed to be, I don't want to go into a battle with this little HP. Because Gen 2 was obviously just supposed to be the second, like the final one of Pokemon, so it was like the sequel. Yeah, Venonat and Venomoth have not been in any regional Pokedex since Generation 1 and haven't been catchable in a game since Generation 2, I believe. I think on a technicality you can catch them in Gen 4 in the Gen 2 remakes, and Gen 3 in the Gen 1 remakes, but that doesn't really count. Or in Gen 7 in Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. But again, those are remakes of Generation 1, so they're in the Generation 1 regional Pokedex, okay? Jumpluff, very nice. Can it attack? Yes, it can. So we had one of the Pokemon that we lost a run to a couple of runs ago was a Hoppip, which only knew Splash. So quite glad to see that if you have a level 5 Jumpluff, somehow, it does indeed know Tackle, which is good. Up to level 6. Again, we'll, if we can make it to May without taking any more damage, we'll go straight to May. If we can't, we will go back and heal again. See what we've got here. Celio, Powder Snow, Growl, Encore, Water Gun. Let's go Water Gun. One of probably my favourite Generation 3 Pokemon, Celio. Big fan of Spheal, big fan of Celio. Big fan of Wall Rain, but for a different reason. Because Spiel and Celio are adorable. And Wall Rain is just cool. Okay. Let's go. I know I said that if I didn't take any more damage, if I did take more damage, I'd go back and heal, but hopefully we'll be okay here. If we lose this run here, this is entirely my fault. I'm not going back and healing. Heracroft. Don't know which one does more damage. Let me check. Tackle does 35, Horn Attack 65, and doesn't miss. I think we'll go with Horn Attack. I would have guessed Horn Attack, but didn't know. There we go, just need one more of those. We should be alright. Got lucky there, to go back and heal. Probably should have done. That was not the smart move, not going back. But I'm lazy, and I'm still annoyed about that previous run. I can't get over. I think I'm gonna go back after the stream's over. I'm gonna go back, rewatch that battle, and see how many attempted. What was it? How many times that Shroomish did not hit itself in confusion. I'll take out the one where it was paralysed while confused, because it's possible that would have been a hit itself in confusion. We'll see how many attacks went through while confused compared to the 2 that didn't. It's outrageous. I was saying this on the first ever stream, and possibly on the first run was when I was talking about it. Just, I feel like when you're paralysed, when you're confused, something like that, your Pokemon always gets paralysed, or when you're infatuated as well, you always are hurting yourself in confusion, you're always immobilised by love, all of that. But when it's the opponent, which I got quite lucky with the love earlier actually with the Jigglypuff, but it's just like nothing's wrong with them. They'll be confused for the entire battle, and they'll hit themselves once in confusion, and then 9 times they won't. Or they'll be paralysed for the whole battle, and it just won't affect them. Obviously, it'll lower their speed. They'll go second rather than first, but they'll never be, unable to move because of paralysis. And I know it is just luck. I know that, it's equal. If you're paralysed or confused, it's equal to the opponent being paralysed or confused in terms of the chances that the attack goes through. But I just feel like it's just a lot worse with when it's your own Pokemon. Yeah, thanks, man. Cool. Okay, got the running shoes. Let's go. How long have we been streaming for? Just under an hour and a half. Okay. Coming up to the 5-hour mark of this challenge. Aerodactyl. Oof. Yeah, coming up to the 5-hour mark of this challenge, and we are just leaving the starting town for the 16th time. Oh, didn't get my potion. I said this earlier in an earlier stream, but until I was a teenager, so I've played Pokemon since I was very young. My dad and my brother used to play it before I even understood it, and then I've played it, I'd say, effectively all of my life. But I only ever played with the sound on when I was a teenager and older, probably mid-teens. I was probably 14, 15. Jirachi, can it attack? Yes. No. It can attack, but it can't attack Poochyena. But that is a legendary, so we'll put that up to 5 before we then put the reset counter up to 16, because, as I said, we can't attack Poochyena. We can heal though, twice, I think. I think both Wish and Rest heal you. A Wish that restores HP, it takes time to work. User sleeps for 2 days, restoring HP and status. And yeah, Confusion does not affect Poochyena because it's a Dark type and Confusion is Psychic type. So yeah, this is going to be, at the very least, a long battle, and could be the final battle of the run. Steel type, so it means Tackle's not very effective. I'm going to speed it up. Try and get all my confusions out the way. And then I will, what was I going to say? I'll start healing now. So we'll go for a rest. So obviously it just prolongs how long this battle is going to take, because I'm going to be asleep. We'll use a wish now, because it'll take some time to work. Okay, got some healing in. Again, another time when it's just a bit annoying the way struggle works. Obviously, I get the way struggle works. You use it when you have no moves left. But given that 2 of our moves do healing, it would be nice if we could keep them for when we're hurting ourselves. But so I'm just going to alternate between wish and rest. So I'll use rest, and then when I wake up, use wish, and then go back to sleep. And yeah, apologies for the horrible sound. Is Puccino out of tackles? Ooh, okay. This might be bad. If Puccino is also struggling when I'm struggling, I suppose at least it'd be doing damage to itself. But it's got maxed out attack, and I don't. But at least I've got this wish, which hopefully means that I can heal myself from one of the struggles. Okay. I think we'll be alright here. I think we've lucked out there. Yeah, but that's what I mean, as I was saying earlier. It's obviously having a legendary is great, but in that scenario, it would be much better to not have a legendary. Because, although, okay, yes, Jirachi, very strong, means that when I am struggling, it does a whole bunch... Oh, didn't mean to run through the grass. Does a whole bunch of damage. Would have been nicer just to have something that, you know, could have attacked from the start. Ah, Diglett. Didn't think it had an attacking move at first. Again, would have been fine with a what's it called? With a wild Pokemon. Forgot about that. Okay, let's get into this Wurmple fight. Will we be level 8? No, nowhere near. Okay, let's go. Oh, so it might be. I can't remember another time where we have struggled and won the fight. Leer and Peck, flying type move, lovely. This is the thing that I like. I get that moves have types. Like you know, I understand. But I think there are some moves that, like, I can't remember what move it has. You know, late generation, what is it, Generation 6 or something? There's Type Null and Sylveon, right? No, not Sylveon, that's the... Silvally? Whatever it evolves into. Anyway, it has a move that is the same type as the user. And I think there are other moves that should be like that. For example, Peck is a flying type move. I get that, it's a flying type move because it's mostly used by flying type Pokemon. But the reason that Nidoran knows it is because it has a, you know, because it's got this little horn or its beak or whatever it is. But it's not a flying type Pokemon. And obviously in that scenario, I'm glad that it has a flying type move because I was fighting a bug, and flying type is super effective against bugs. But I think that there should be some moves that are not necessarily the same type as the attacker, but are a different type depending on who's using. Because obviously you've got moves like Curse that have a different effect depending on who's using them. So with Curse, if you don't know, for a ghost type Pokemon, it takes half of your HP, but it inflicts a curse on the enemy, on the opposing Pokemon, that does, I think, something about something ridiculous, like a quarter of its health each turn or something crazy like that. Whereas if any other type of Pokemon uses it other than Ghost type, I think it lowers your speed but raises your attack and your defense. Or maybe it's lowers your... It's those three stats, I'm pretty sure. It lowers one of them and raises the other two. So it's like, you know, it's like a trader. It's like you put a curse on yourself to lower your thing, but it makes you stronger or whatever it is. So you've got moves like that, but I think there should be more moves that, depending on the Pokemon that uses them or the type of Pokemon that's using them, it changes the type of the move just to make it, you know, more realistic. Depends on what's using them. Right, let's have a look. Lantern. If it had an electric type move, that would have been great, because I just could have taken out the Tailo after this with no issue at all. But we'll have to use Bubble. It does plenty of damage, so that's fine. We'll be level 9 by the time we get to Last Tiana. Okay. Yes, we will. See, last time we were only level 8, so this run is... That depends how you look at it. We got further last time in less time, but oh, the Peck. Again, it makes sense for that Peck to be flying type because he's a bird. But yeah, so we got further last time in at a lower level. I'd rather be a higher level here. I know it's Last Tiana, and she has ruined a third of our runs, but I am happy with that amount of HP. And I'm gonna go take her on. Could be a big mistake. And we'll see. The 5-hour mark will either be the start of run number 17 or the start of Orbit. Oh, for God's sake. I'm pretty sure Cleffa can't attack. Oh my god, it can. Oh my god, it can. He's got Sing as well, so I can put them to sleep and then pound them. Zigzagoon is fast asleep. I could also chart. I'm not going to do it. I will. How would? What? How does a Cleffa do? I mean, I suppose I'm level 9. It's level 4, but I was expecting that to take a lot more tackles than 2. Okay, I'm just going to go straight. Well, not tackle, sorry, pound. I'm going straight in with the pound. There we go. Absorb. Shouldn't do too much. Okay. One more pound after this one, I think we'll be good. There we go. 2 runs in a row, make it past Last Tiana. Piece of cake. So yeah, so Last Tiana there gave me 64 Pokédollars for winning, and we had obviously that lady Cindy, is it her name? Whether before you go into the woods gives you 1,400. So that's just a you know, just a comparison of how much those that trade. Oh, didn't mean to talk to you. How much that she gives you. Just why I will be fighting her each time, because although we can't use items in battle, it will be worth getting some healing items when we're going through some of the long routes and stuff like that, because we've only got one Pokemon, as I said. If it faints, we're screwed, and we never know what we're going to be. We know what we'll be facing, but we never know what we'll be facing it with. So it will be worth having some healing items going forward. I don't remember if I got the what's it called? The potion from Old Dale. I don't think I'm going to go back. But I don't remember. Anyway, that's it. No longer is worried about this, because I was worried that if Wally killed the roots, it would crash. But as we know from our previous run now, if Wally kills the roots, he, I don't know, picks it up and just keeps it. I'm not sure. So we'll see. So go Zigzagoon. Oh, Nidoran. Let's see. I wonder what would happen if Zigzagoon fated though. Because it always uses that first move slot. Whatever that first move is, it always uses that. So what if you got something and that first move was like self-destruct or explosion or something like that? What would happen then, I wonder? I wonder if he would... Wonder what would happen. Wonder what would happen if the roots knocked him out somehow. Anyway, well, we'll see. Obviously, this is just like a pre-planned thing. Usually, he would have used 2 tackles and blah, blah, blah. He's going to use 1 Pokeball. I always used to think, back at when I used to play Pokemon, I mean, I still play Pokemon now, obviously. But when I was younger and I played Pokemon, I always used to think this used up one of your Pokeballs. Because I'd always have the potion in my bag from the guy from Oldale Town. And then, I never paid attention to how many Pokeballs I had? Especially if I hadn't caught anything by this stage, I used to think that he uses one of your Pokeballs, so I used to get really annoyed. And I remember once, I used up all of my Pokeballs before, so that he wouldn't be able to catch the roots, and then I learned then that it's not your Pokeball. It's not your bag. Anyway, let's go out here. I don't know, did this guy talk to us last time? On your way out? I do not remember having this conversation with this guy last time. I must have done. Must have just skipped it. Anyway, so he says, "Hi, you're a trainer." Oh wait, no you're not. You're too young, or something. I don't know. Okay. Back to Petalburg. It is weird having back-to-back runs that are going this well, and I'm aware that normally I'm gonna grab these orange berries because they're useful. I'm aware that normally in a Pokemon run you would not say making it this far. It is doing so well, but well, as you can see, this is our 16th attempt. This is the 4th time now getting to Petalburg Woods. We've only made it through twice, obviously. We failed once, and this one is undecided so far. Gyarados. Not bad, you know. Oh, he knows Thrash. See, obviously, it's not possible to have a level 9 Gyarados, which is why its moveset is so weird. But yeah, there we go, done. Nice and easy, 1,400. And let's go into Petalburg Woods. We'll fight this bug catcher here with his 4 Wurmples. Hopefully we get something better. Well, I mean, the Delcatty last time was fine, but it was a bit worrying. I thought I was going to run out of PP. So hopefully we get something. Remoraid, Water Gun, oh good. Well, at least it probably won't run out of PP. And if it does, I'll just struggle straight away. But yeah, there we go. Oh, up to level 10, lovely. We'll just go through this. As you've seen a couple of times now, I will only speed up the game if I'm in a battle that like where I have to exhaust all my moves to struggle or something. Just because sitting here for what could easily be 5-10 minutes watching me use up all my confusions, then all of my rests, and then all of my wishes, and that was a good one. That, you know, there was only what 45 PP to be used up there. It's just boring. It's boring for me. It's boring for you. So that's when I'll speed it up. I won't speed it up any other time, just because I don't want. Well, I don't want to. Trying to treat this as normal a Pokemon game as possible. Paralyze Hill could be very useful. Yeah, trying to keep it as normal as possible, other than the ever-changing Pokemon. So yeah, won't be speeding up unless if it's boring. You know, if it's going to be boring for me and you lot, then I'm not gonna subject us all to that, because at the end of the day, I'm here to have fun. You're here to be entertained. So yeah, let's see if we can defeat this Poochyena. What have we got? I think we'll be alright. Gonna go Ember. Yeah, I think we'll be good. I think this one's gone fairly well. Pretty good. Pretty good that. Nearly level 11. Nearly level 11. By the time we get to Rustborough, we could be level 12, I'd say. Right. I'm going to do the same thing again. Oh, a Great Ball. How useless. I'm going to... Once I get Rustborough, I'm going to go back up to that route above Rustborough again to fight this guy. Won't go out of my way to get the ether this time because, as I've said, ether is literally useless to us. So yeah, 2 Pokemon. Didn't fight this guy last time. Definitely did not fight this guy last time. Ooh, Espeon, hello. Tackle, Tail Whip, so just tackle it, is it? I don't know, can you have a level 10 Espeon? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you'd be able to get the happiness high enough. Because maybe if you just didn't do any battles, if you should wander around with the Soothe belt, especially in this generation as well, because the XP share's not always on. If you walk around, give it the Soothe belt, I think, something like that. The Eevee this is, to raise its happiness. And then obviously evolve it during the day rather than at night. It's possible that you could have an Espeon by level 10, I'm not sure though. What have we got next? Another Nincada. Okay. First one went okay. Just tackling it down. Leech Life is a bit of an issue. It is super effective and obviously does heal the Nincada. Not, you know, not enough to make up for the damage we're doing or anything like that, but it is something to just be a bit wary of. I hope we'll be okay. Scratch. Should be fine. Tackle. Okay, good. We're good. We are going to heal. Bit annoying that we've got an Espeon, given that it's got quite a lot of HP. If we had something with lower HP, we could heal for less. But I am going to use the potion. Heal up to 27, because obviously we do need to make it through these bits of grass. It's fine. But we've also got these 2 battles to the right before we make it to Rustborough. Yeah, so we will do that. And I know these battles are avoidable. So this guy here, you can wait until he's facing the other way, like this, and walk past him. But I don't want to. Because he's another rich boy. So, as he said there, he'll accept my challenge because he has a lot of money. So I would like his money. And hopefully, again, a bit annoying last time, a bit of a slow battle because... Oh, Curlier, lovely. Confusion, good, can attack. Bit of a slow battle last time, especially as he has the full restore. But this one will be quicker. He'll use the full restore. I'll use Confusion again. And then I'll use Confusion again, and that should be the end of the battle. Yeah, there we go. Much quicker, very much worth it for the... wherever it is. How much does he give me? Is it also 1,400? Or is it more? Well, it's also 1,400. Okay, yeah, no, very worth it for that. Again, I'm just a bit wary. I know that this next trainer has a... no, not check tag. Has a... what's it called? Has a Shroomish, and I'm just a bit wary about poison. So, as you can see, I've healed. She has very, like, I know actually being able to see someone from that distance isn't great, but for a Pokemon trainer, she has good vision. Yeah, 2 Pokemon here, Lotad and a Shroomish. What have we got? Smeargle. Okay, so, if you do not know, the way Smeargle works is it has one move, as you can see here, called Sketch. We will check its summary. It copies the foe's last move permanently. So whatever this Lotad uses, we will copy permanently. I mean, obviously, after this battle, we won't have Smeargle anymore, so it wouldn't be permanent. But it's not just for one battle. It's not like Copycat or something like that, where it just uses it back. You get that move forever. Which means that if this Lotad uses something terrible here, this could end our run. Or if Smeargle goes first. I don't know if that happens. But we've only got one option, which is to use Sketch. It failed. Okay, so guess we'll just be struggling then. Given that we now have no PP left. So we're just going to have to struggle through this entire battle. We are Again, it's just going to use Growl because its other move is Astonish, which is Ghost type, so it doesn't affect Smeargle. It's a bit annoying that it's just going to lower our attack this much. We are level 11. The opponents are only level... Obviously, this one's only level 6. I think the Shroomish is also level 6. It's only doing 1 damage to us each time we hit. It's not doing an awful lot of damage to them, but it is doing more. See, the issue comes with Shroomish if we get poisoned or something like that. It just gets a bit dicey. But we'll see what happens here. Again, we'll still be struggling because we still have no moves left. And we'll just see. Really does not do much. And obviously the Shroomish can actually do damage to us, unlike the Lotad. And now we're poisoned. I reckon this is it. I do not see us making it through here without a couple of critical hits, and I don't think that's going to happen either. Oh, they get a critical hit. Great. Of course they do. Nah, this is it. There's no way of making it through this at all. Hit with recoil. It'll use tackle. Then I'll get hit by poison. Right. So Shroomish is our enemy at this point. Shroomish is the devil. So it's not just necessary luck. We didn't lose a run so far to last Tiana. But we have lost a run to a Shroomish. I think that's where I'm going to end it today. Haven't had lunch yet. Getting a bit late. So, thank you all for coming. Next stream should be in a couple of days. I think Thursday maybe. Hopefully see you there. If not, have a lovely week and I'll